Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be speaking to you about how to hit a double-handed backhand. Compared to the forehand side, the backhand is generally the weaker side for most players, and it's a side that takes the longest to learn and master for many tennis players. Now I'm going to be talking about the double-handed backhand in this video, and the double-handed backhand is quite a complex shot to learn, and it's so complex because of the coordination needed in order to hit the ball, and as well having two hands on the racket is a whole lot different to the forehand side with just one hand on the racket. Now you've got your non-dominant hand involved in the stroke too, so it takes a lot of coordination and timing, and it will take a lot of practice in order to develop a really strong double-handed backhand. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you some really key drills to learn the double-handed backhand, and each of these drills are going to be progressions on one another, so you can just easily follow along to this video to really progress your double-handed backhand. So before we get into the progressions, the first thing that I want to talk about is the grip. So with your dominant hand you will want to find the chopper grip or the continental grip. Now if you don't know your grips, then I will link another video here that you can go and watch quickly that will talk you through all of the different tennis grips in detail. But for those of you that know your grips, we're going to go with the chopper grip or the continental grip with your dominant hand, and your non-dominant hand comes on top, and you're going to find the Eastern forehand grip with your non-dominant hand. This grip is great because it allows you to hit with both topspin, and you can hit through the ball to hit a flatter shot as well. Some players play with a semi-western grip with their non-dominant hand, including myself. I use a semi-western, more of a semi-western grip, somewhere between an Eastern and a semi-western. That's just because I play with quite a lot of topspin, so I find that more comfortable for my game, to be able to brush up the ball and really generate more heavy topspin with my backhand compared to flattening out. So now we've discussed the grip, we're just going to get straight into our drills and progressions. So let's get into the first drill. Okay guys, so for the first drill you don't need your racket, you're just going to grab a tennis ball. So this drill is called the drop and catch drill, and this drill is great for learning your timing and your swing mechanics. So with your dominant hand you're going to hold the ball, and with your non-dominant hand you're going to catch the ball. So you're going to start with your non-dominant hand up here as if you were in the back of the take back, and then you're going to find a nice wide base so that I'm facing sideways on in a closed stance. With my dominant hand I'm going to hold the ball out to the side with a little bit of an angle. So if I drop the ball, I'm imagining where I would make contact, which is out in front and to the side. So I'm here, I bounce, I hit, and I follow through. My hand is acting as my racket here. So in tennis, the racket is essentially an extension of your hand. So if we can learn the correct swing mechanic and timing just with a ball and a hand, then that's going to really help us when we get to using that bigger racket. You're just going to be thinking to yourself, what did I do with my hand? The racket is an extension of the hand. So this drill is really, really great. And again, bounce and hit. So it really helps with your timing. Bounce and hit. And you can even say to yourself, bounce, hit. So you can see I'm starting here, drop, and then I'm following through. And you can see as I come in to catch the ball, my hip is rotating and my back foot is lifting up. So this mimics what you do with your real backhand. Starting here, bounce, hit and rotate forward. I'm finishing with my non-dominant elbow up, pointing to the other side of the court. Bounce and hit. So guys, once you're comfortable with that, once you've done 10 to 20 reps and you've really nailed that down, you feel that timing is perfect, then now you can move on to the next drill. Okay guys, so now we need our racket in our hand, a racket and a ball. So this drill is called floor tennis. Now you might have heard of floor tennis before. It's really, really great drill for beginners to learn swing mechanics without having to worry too much about an incoming ball. So we're going to put the ball down onto the ground. Again, we're finding our sideways position, closed stance, turn to the side. The net is in front of me. And then from there, we're going to come a little bit behind the ball, just a little bit, and to the side of it. And again, we're going to start where we did when we were doing the drop and catch drill. And now our racket is here with our two hands on the grip that I mentioned before. So from here, we're going to drop down and swing through. So now we're hitting the ball, but again, it's really ingraining the technique that we want. So we're starting high, and then we're dropping low, and then starting high again. Now this high to low to high swing is what we need to generate topspin on the ball. So getting this correct swing motion ingrained from an early start into your tennis, into your backhand, will really help you to develop a good topspin backhand later on as you progress in your tennis journey. Make sure you take your time on these ones, guys. So it's really important you set up right. So I'm a little bit behind and to the side of the ball. I'm finding my racket here, so my strings are pointing to the side. A little bit of bend in my knee, so I'm looking athletic. And then I drop down and finish high. And I'm rotating forward so that my body is facing the net as I finish. Now, if you have a practice partner, you can play this game together, rolling the ball back and forth to each other along the court. And you can make it a little bit more challenging for each other. So you can play games such as goalkeeping. So then you're working on your direction, changing direction and hitting maybe more down the line or cross court to get the ball past your opponent. So this drill can be adapted and progressed if you have a practice partner. Even if you're on your own, you can set targets out for yourself, 2 cones for example, and you have to try and roll the ball between those 2 cones. So that's a really great drill to start to develop hitting in specific directions, so changing the direction of the ball that you're hitting. So guys, once you've worked on that for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and you're feeling comfortable, you've progressed into changing the direction of where you were rolling the ball, then now you can start in the ready position and then turn and then roll. So now we're going to be looking a little bit more like a real backhand. So we're in our ready position with our racket head above our grip level. It's not down here. It's nice and upright, with a little bit of bend in our knees, looking ready. And then from there, we turn our shoulders, step forward with our dominant leg. So for me, that's my right leg. And then we found our position that we were in earlier. And from there, you're going to drop down and hit. Ready position, turn the shoulders, step forward and hit. So guys, once you've done a few reps of those and you're feeling confident that you've got that swing, maybe even record yourself so you can see yourself on camera and compare it to myself to see if you're getting that correct motion. Okay, so the next drill that we're going to do is we're going to hit left-handed forehands. Now you might think, what are you talking about, Gemma? We are trying to learn the double-handed backhand. Well, yes, but in fact, the non-dominant hand on the double-handed backhand plays such a crucial role in power production, in control, in accuracy, that learning your non-dominant hand forehand is actually really, really important to develop the double-handed backhand. So your non-dominant hand plays such a crucial role in extending the racket, coming into contact and extending the racket forward and through the ball. So it's super important for power production and control and accuracy on the backhand side. So as I said earlier, with your non-dominant hand, you're going to use the Eastern forehand grip and you're going to choke up the racket, so where your non-dominant hand would be if you take your dominant hand off. Simple. So from there, again, like we were doing at the start, we're going to have the ball in the dominant hand, racket back here, and again, we're going to drop to ourselves and come and hit a beautiful left-handed forehand. Holding the grip quite nice and loose, drop and hit. So finding that timing, finding that coordination of hitting that ball with your left hand. So if you really try and feel, as you're doing this, you're extending through with that left hand. Extend, send, and up. So if you're a beginner, you don't need to try and put any topspin on this ball at all. It's just about bouncing and hitting and finding that contact point nice and out in front of you and extending all the way up and across your shoulder. So once you've done about 20 reps of that, then now you can move on to the last drill that I'm going to show you. Okay guys, so now we're actually going to start hitting double-handed backhands. If you don't have a partner to hit with, don't worry at all, because I'm going to show you what you can do if you don't have a partner. You can simply just drop the ball to yourself and hit backhands and really learn how the swing mechanics work. You're going to hold the ball in your non-dominant hand, finding your chopper grip with your dominant hand, and from there you're going to find this position, the ready position. You're going to bounce the ball in front and hit. So again, you're just going to drop the ball to the side and in front of you, up, rack it up, and hit. So try to throw the ball up a little bit high so that you have enough time to put the hand onto the grip, take the racket back, drop, and swing through. So the key focus here is to find that back position that we've been finding in all the previous drills. And from there, you want to drop the racket down, low, finding the contact point around waist height in front and to the side of you. And then from there, you turn and finish over your shoulder. So with these shots, try and think about your net clearance. Try and think maybe about trying to generate some topspin, so getting low to high on the ball and brushing up the back of the ball. I know there are a lot of things to think about there, guys, but if you go through each of these drills one by one and focus on each of the points that I've been saying, then slowly but surely you'll be able to progress into a really solid backhand that will help you to win more matches, and you won't feel like you have to rely only on your forehand side. You might even find that your backhand turns into a weapon for you. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, then please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one to come. Also, if you want more help with your double-handed backhand, then down in the description box below, you can download my free guide that talks you through each essential step of the backhand stroke with visual aids and instructions to help you really master the stroke. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.